Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the third installment of my Season 12 RuPaul's Drag Race review. Now before we start this off, I'm just gonna take a moment and really sip my own Kool-Aid because let me just say that I'm really fucking feeling myself right now. I feel like, baby, this look it got me together. Let me tell you, the Swigs by Vanity, she's got me together. So starting the episode off, all of the girls finally meet each other, and you can tell there's a little bit of tension. Obviously, some of the girls know each other right away. Britta and Jan go and hug each other, so... But the girls who don't know each other, like Jada and Heidi and Widow, you could tell that there is some tension. They are really gunning for each other. But so the next day, Ru comes in and tells all the girls that it's going to be normal format again. They're going to be lip-syncing for their lives, and whoever loses is going to go home, and there's going to be one winner for every challenge, back to regular style. And for the mini challenge this episode, it wasn't really a mini challenge because there's only two people, but it was Widow and Jada were assigned to put the girls in order from the most competition to the least competition for the opposite premier's group, if you know what I'm trying to say. Widow Von Du puts the girls in order and puts Aiden in last place, and then when Jada puts the girls in order, she puts Heidi and Closet in last place, which I don't know what Jada was doing with that. That was a big mistake. Huge. And because they were put in last place, RuPaul decides to make them team captains along with last week's winners. Naturally. So our 4 team captains are then Widow Von Du, Jada Essence Hall, Aiden Zane, and Heidi in Closet. And I mean, right away, you know that Aiden's not going to be a good team leader. All tea, all shade, but Aiden, she's just way too demure and calm, and she's not a very outgoing, outspoken person. She, obviously, I mean, come on. The teams are Jada, Dahlia, Rock'em Sakura, and Jan. And then we have Gigi, Heidi, and Jackie, Widow Von Du, Crystal, and Nikki Doll. And then finally, it is She Who Shall Not Be Named, along with Britta and Aiden Zane. Which again, you know right away, because She Who Shall Not Be Named and Britta Filter are huge personalities, really strong competitors, really good contenders to win the competition. And they obviously were just going to steamroll over Aiden. Like, hello. And so the challenge is they'll be performing in The World's Worst, which is a parody of America's Got Talent, but for people with no talent. So perfect for everybody on the show. The editing this season's been pretty good. You really can't tell who's going to be in the top and who's going to be in the bottom. You don't know if it's going to be judges' teams or individuals. So far, this season has not been nearly as predictable as the last couple seasons. So the girls are all in their teams, they're getting ready, they're practicing, they're kind of planning their improv because they don't know what's going to happen, they don't know who the judges are going to be. And RuPaul, once again, during the walkthrough, rips apart Heidi's name. Like, really rips it apart and breaks down why she doesn't like it.
Heidi in Closet.
You know that's a terrible name, right?
I can technically tell you why, because Heidi, then you have to reshape your mouth to say N. And then Closet. It's not very satisfying. Heidi, fine.
Heidi home, Heidi goodbye.
I don't fucking know. But I completely disagree with Ru. I think the name Heidi in Closet is fine, and I do not think she should change it. And once again, Rock breaks down, not nearly as intense of a breakdown as last episode, but Rock starts telling Ru that she feels like she needs the girls on her team because she needs emotional support. She just really comes off as very insecure and not confident or not sure of herself at all, which really sucks because I, like everybody else, am fucking obsessed with Rock'em Sakura. And you know, after Ru tries to talk some sense into Rock, she tries to tell the team that she wants to switch roles because she doesn't feel comfortable with the character that she has and she wants to switch with Jada. But Jada is like, no bitch, she shut it down quick.
I'm not finna be this damn orange, no.
So, sorry about that, Rock, you're gonna have to deal with it. So going into the main challenge, the first team up is the Del Rio Trio, which is Team Heidi. I'm just gonna be honest. I think this was probably my favorite of all of the teams. First off, Gigi dies within the first 25 seconds, and she goes up to heaven to go see Jesus Christ. And even though Gigi's dead, she somehow still does a better job than some of the girls on other teams, which is really saying a lot. But all their acting was funny, all the jokes were funny. I like that Heidi had her flipper fly out of her. I guess in her case, in this situation, it wasn't a flipper, it was her dentures. Because they are octogenarians. Yes, hello. And then at the end, Gigi resurrects and kills her other 2 sisters in that moment, and then Gigi makes it to West Hollywood. I don't really even know what was going on with this skit, but it was probably the one that I laughed the most at, and I thought all 3 of them were strong. This was definitely my favorite group by far. And holy fucking shit, I didn't even bring up the fact that the judging panel for the World's Worst is, of course, Ross Matthews, and they have Charo, which is great, but better than Charo, they have Ornacia, are you kidding me? And Vivacious literally recording her lines through her iPhone. Girl, Ornacia, yes. Come on, fanfare, they know what they're doing. And then after Heidi's team is Team Widow Von Du, and they are the they are the Squirrel Scouts, and they literally have a pet squirrel. And this was probably just like the weakest concept. In general, I didn't understand what the fuck was happening. They didn't really have like a talent per se. It was supposed to be a talent competition, but they were just selling nut butter. And I guess that was just so they could make jokes about nuts. Which, you know, I love a good nut. Who doesn't? Widow was the clear standout on this team, which was gonna obviously happen because she's with Crystal and Nikki, and Widow, again, is such a powerhouse and was clearly gonna just steamroll over both of them, which she did. And I really didn't understand what was going on at all with this group. Like, they were coming in trying to sell their nut butter, but then their pet squirrel attacked Ross, and then they all ran out to go catch the squirrel. We did get a good old Phineas and Ferb squirrel in my pants moment with Carson Kressley, which I live for.
There's a squirrel in my pants!
And Jada was very smart choosing her role and not giving it away because she was the clear star, even though she only came in halfway through. I think a lot of the times on Drag Race, that's the role that you want, because you could come in, really make a big impact, and then get the fuck out of there and leave everybody else in the dust. But so they were supposed to be like the Fruit Loops or some shit. They were like a gay comedy group, hence the name Fruit Loop or whatever. And I mean, when this happened, I was just thinking, wow, these just keep getting weirder and weirder and harder to follow and understand. Again, I really didn't understand what the fuck was going on this entire time. I think that I'll say confidently this was the weakest skit, period. I mean, no shade. I know I just said the last one was, but this was the weakest one, for sure. What the fuck was going on? Dahlia did nothing. She just... I feel bad for Dahlia. She was cute, and calling her a Brock ally is funny, because she's not a fruit, you know, that's cute, but I doubt she thought of that. Moving on, finally was Aiden Zane's team, and they were the 3 women with 1 brain, so this would have been a great skit for like a 30-second moment, but not for like a full 2 minutes. It got a little hard to watch at the end. I don't really even know what to say about it. I guess the judges really liked this skit. The only one of them who got critiques got really good critiques, if you know what I mean. So I guess my opinion is incorrect when I say I didn't like this one, but I did not like this group at all either. Sorry, but no. But I did really like that Aiden looked just like Moira Rose in the Crows Have Eyes 3 from Schitt's Creek. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. Onto the runway, the theme is buttons and bows, and first up is Jada Essence Hall in this pastel pink fantasy. Love the color scheme. Pink is my color, even though right now, no pink on me, but I don't know how I feel about Jada's look. I kind of like it, but I kind of hate it at the same time. I feel like if she had just taken off 1 bow on each shoulder and there was 3 bows on the arm, it wouldn't look so busy and so crazy. Because the dress is beautiful and the jacket she wore with it is beautiful, and then I would have worn smaller hair with this look. I don't know why, I can't believe I just said that. That's probably the only time in my life I'll ever say that she should have on smaller hair. But the hair was a little distracting with the look because there was so much going on at the top of it. Next up is Dahlia, and this look is really disappointing, let's just be honest. I think the bunny ears are really cute. Her makeup and hair, of course, look great. I love the no eyebrows, of course. But from the neck down, the dress is just a no all over. I don't like anything about it. I like the colors. I'll say that. I like the color scheme. But the dress is a no. Period. After Dahlia is the queen herself, Rock'em Sakura. And you know, I really like the idea, and I love the hair, it's really impactful, it's a strong statement, but the dress just kind of looked a little cheap to me. I didn't really like the way it was shaped. I think that you could have that shape, but have it done in a better way. I don't know how, because I've never made anything like that, and I'm not trying to come for Rock at all, so please forgive me. But overall, it's still a toot, you know, I'm not trying to say it's not. And then after Rock is the best look on the runway, and I think that this opinion is unanimous. Jan motherfucking just Jan. Hello. Jan giving this voodoo doll fantasy. First she rips off her face, love that. She comes down the runway, rips off her skirt, has on a jumpsuit. Stunning. It's an unexpected look, it's a strong look, it's interesting. I would not have thought about that for buttons and bows, and the giant bow on the top looked fucking gorgeous. Jan looked flawless, head to toe, best look of the night, without fail. And then we go to Heidi in closet, and I really like that she's trying to do something different, but the execution of this look isn't necessarily my favorite. I mean, I don't even know. It's like, I don't know what I would change about it. I love the idea, but it's just a meh. And then we have Gigi Good, who looked absolutely sickening, but that's no surprise there. She's obviously gonna look stunning fucking always. And I know some people are saying that Gigi's look was a little bit simple, but I think in this case, the simplicity works for her. It is a really striking look. Obviously, you guys know that I love a monochromatic look. The fact that she has orange on from head to toe, I live for. She said that there was 2,500 buttons on there, or 25,000 buttons on there maybe. I don't remember. But whatever it is, you know that probably was so tedious, and her fingers were probably cramping, and it was probably a horrible... Well, now that I'm thinking about it, she said that she had other people help her with it. So, nonetheless, I love the look. And then we have Jackie, and this look is kind of hideous, but it's kind of cute at the same time. I actually like the color combination of like this pastel pink with yellow. It's very Easter, very baby Jesus, very Mary Poppins. So, you know, at least it has that going for it. And then we have Widow Von Du, who, this look is, again, very conflicting. I don't know if I love it or if I hate it. Because I want to love everything that Widow does, because I'm definitely Team Widow. She really is buttering my bagels. And you know, it's different, it's unique, it's a fully realized look. I always love when somebody dresses like a clown. That's, you know, paying homage to the best winner of all, Bianca Del Rio. I don't know if I like this look. I really don't. I'm conflicted about it. So I'm gonna move on because it's starting to hurt me. And sad, again, Crystal is after Widow, and I hate to say it, but I don't like this look at all. I don't like the material, I don't like the shape, I don't like, her makeup was gorgeous. I loved her makeup, I will say that. But the look itself is just a big fat no. God, there are so many fucking girls. I like when there was only half of the cast, because this was a lot easier to do. After Crystal is Nikki Doll, and again, this is a great concept. It's a cool idea of her being Cinderella, and the rats and the mice are literally on her making the dress as she's walking down the runway. It's a cool concept, but I did not understand at all that that is what was happening until, like, I heard other people talking about it. Again, I don't know how I feel about this look at all. It's very hard for me. Okay, and then we have Aiden Zane, and probably the worst look, the most boring fucking thing ever. I mean, this is the worst look we've seen on the show in a long time. She's wearing a turtleneck sweater with like 5 bows glued on it. Are you fucking kidding me? She couldn't at least cover the entire thing in bows? Oh my god. Literally, I'm literally getting angry about it. It's horrible. This is horrible. What was she thinking? What was she thinking? She thought she could go on TV like that? She needs better friends. And then finally, ending on a high note, we have Brita Filter, and to be honest, Brita's look, it's kind of boring from like the waist up, but the skirt part of the dress is really interesting. I like the way the buttons are holding together the skirt panels. I've never seen anything like that before, so she definitely gets props for that. But you know, it's not an extremely impactful, extremely original look, but I still like it. Especially compared to Aiden Zane right before that. Oh my god, girl. So all the safe girls are sent to the back, and everyone starts getting their critiques. And I mean, it's pretty obvious once the girls start getting their critiques who the bottom 3 is. It's clear that the judges were not feeling Nikki Doll, and they were not feeling Crystal, obviously because Widow Von Du fucking destroyed them. I'm fucking obsessed with Widow. Her and Rock are like my 2 favorites. I'm obsessed. Of course, Dahlia Sin is also on the bottom because she really was just kind of lackluster in the skit, and she didn't do much. I did like that she did have her extremely hard nipples from the breastplate showing through her costume. That's fun, but I don't know. So the winner of this week's challenge was, ironically and sadly, once again, she who shall not be named. Okay, so I'm assuming everybody saw before Untucked they had another disclaimer that said that World of Wonder had donated $5,000 to the Trevor Project. I'm assuming that that is that was that girl's prize for this episode, because they usually get the prizes as the episodes air. And she won $5,000, they donated $5,000. I'm just assuming they took her prize away from her. As they should. But I don't know, I would have honestly given... sadly she did deserve the win. I think I would have given it to Widow. Sadly, Widow's group was a mess, so the skit was kind of a mess, but I thought Widow did great. Widow should have won the challenge. A lot of people probably disagree with that, whatever. But the two bottom girls are Nikki Doll and Dahlia Sin, and they are going to be lip-syncing to Problem by Iggy Azalea and Ariana Grande. And this lip-sync was snooze fest, honey. There was nothing going on. And Dahlia really did not know the words to the rap. I was a little bit disappointed because the first two lip-syncs were so strong, and I was excited to see Nikki lip-sync. She was cute. She had like that one cute moment where she went, that was cute, and then she threw her headpiece. She had like, yeah, okay. Spoiler alert, Dahlia Sin is the first queen eliminated on season 12, and she doesn't have a goodbye message or anything, she just storms off the stage. I think she should have leaned into that and been even meaner, and as RuPaul is saying goodbye to her, don't even say thank you, just walk the fuck off stage, and then knock down the girls' clothing racks in the back, like, really make a scene, but she didn't do that. To each their own, I guess. I'm excited to see next episode. This cast is really doing it for me. I'm a huge fan of, like, everybody. There is not one single girl who is on this season who I don't like. I'm excited to see what everybody's gonna bring. And I'm super fucking excited for next episode. Hopefully you guys are excited to watch my next episode next week, sweetie. So I'm gonna stop rambling. That is the end of this fucking video, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Make sure that you subscribe and like the video. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and dislike it. I really don't give a fuck. Okay? And most importantly, you guys already know, check the link in the description and go and follow me on Instagram, because that's the only social media that matters. And in this day and age, social media is everything, so I want more Instagram followers. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Bye.